It's actually kind of it's kind of good we're doing this now, because the we have this really powerful new moon and eclipse right now. It's actually like tomorrow our time in Europe, the 19th and the 20th, and it's new moons are obviously always times to like set intentions. But it's also a little bit of a weird one. So it's our second new moon. The last new moon we had was also in Aries, and this one is going to kind of set us up for the next 2 years. But it is like a little bit of a foggier energy. So it's not like we're going to have like major clarity on, what to set. So the more that you can kind of journal and write things down and really tune into like, what you want to manifest, that kind of thing, would be really good. All right. Let's sit up nice and tall. You have like this bright light coming over your right shoulder. Okay, sit up nice and tall and bring your hands into Gaya Mudra and then turn them upwards. Pull the shoulders a little bit back so you feel your heart space open, and then a little bit down. Stretch the crown of your head upwards and then stretch your roots downward into the earth. So just really lengthening your spine as you sit here and breathing in with Ujjayi breath. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold at the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4. And inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hold at the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold at the bottom for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hold at the bottom for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then lastly 8. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then hold at the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now just staying with 8, we're going to inhale 8, exhale 8, and then hold at the bottom for 8. So we're just going to kind of bring a balance into this new moon energy. So we're releasing in order to receive these last bits of illumination of things that really are not serving us. And I guess what I mean by saying, and keep breathing, 8, exhale for 8, hold for 8. So it's kind of like we're not going to have the knowing the surety of what it is that's it does need to be released, that is holding us back, but it's being illuminated and is happening without us controlling it. So we kind of just need to open and able to have this happen. So it's not a real control type of time. So we're really going to take these next several days until our next Frühstück to open in a very subtle way, so with yin, so that we can allow ourselves to receive the blessings, to receive healing, to receive the higher frequencies, because the new moon is always obviously when the moon is not lit up. It's a very dark sky, but it's a solar eclipse, Sol, S-O-U-L, solar eclipse, which is a lot of light. So we still have these massive light codes coming in. So take a couple breaths more like this. Tuning into your body this morning, noticing how you feel. Notice any areas that are feeling a little more dense, and you can breathe space into those areas. Breathe a little love into those areas. Okay, let's go ahead and rub our hands together. We'll do a quick tuning in and protection mantra. Bring your hands to your heart space. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And a deep inhale again. Keep breathing strongly and powerfully. So this is like one of these eclipse seasons again. So we're having back-to-back eclipses. And what that just means is everything is just, multiplied as far as the lessons we're getting, as far as, everything goes. So eclipses are always catalysts for more energy, this kind of thing. All right, let's tune in. Deep inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep inhale. A little more air and a little more. And now suspend the breath. Exhale, and we'll continue with the protection mantra and placing it left, behind, right, and to the front. Deep inhale. Ad Gurena me, Chukat Gurena me, Sat Gurena me, Siri Gurudeva Hina me. Ad Gurena me, Chukat Gurena me, Sat Gurena me, Siri Gurudeva Hina me. Ad Gurena me, Jugat Gurena me, Sat Gurena me, Siri Gurudeva Hina me. Deep inhale. Little more air, little more air, little more. And now press the hands firmly together, stretch the spine even more. Squeeze your root, tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And exhale. We're going to start in caterpillar. So caterpillar, you're going to stretch your legs out in front of you. And 3 phases. So just feel everything, and we're going to close our eyes, go internal, flex the feet, point the feet, flex the feet, point the feet, and then decide which way you want them. If you want them flexed and relaxed, or if you want them pointed, and then just keep them there. Once you've got that, let's move forward just to where we feel something, and then drop chin to chest. And again, with yin, we're never going to change our breath. We're not going to change anything unless it's pinching, tingling, or going numb. So just notice how you feel. You can bring the awareness to the breath. So the practice of yin is really strengthening your inner knowing, your intuition. It's a strengthening of the inside. It is the moon. So it's the divine feminine, but also the subconscious and the subconscious, the subconscious and the unconscious. So just notice your breath, and you can use a mantra to help bring your awareness strongly to the present, to the here and now. So you can either use Sat Nam, truth is my essence, or So Hum. Or you can pick a mantra if you're feeling like you know, in this time, it's a major transition time. We've got a lot of changing energies happening with this eclipse. We're coming out of Aries season going into Taurus season. We have the eclipse going on. We've got a lot of stuff. Like, it's kind of like a those snow globes where you just shake it, and all those white pieces are kind of fuzzing up the image. That's kind of the energy we're in right now. So just know that, and maybe it'll help help be okay with that. We're sort of in the slishy sloshy cycle of the wash, but it's going to all land okay. So that's why we're just doing softening and opening and staying with our hearts this week. It's the best thing we can do when we're getting shooken up. Take a couple more breaths here. And then you're going to lift your head, and we're going to come to the second posture. So just walk the hands forward to wherever it feels comfortable. If you're down lower, you can put your elbows on your legs. If not, just keep them on the ground. And if it's too much, you can also, put a pillow if you've got anything going on to help support your stomach. Block for your head, drop chin to chest. Then let's just breathe here. And again, notice the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Notice if the inhale is longer than the exhale. Notice if you can feel your breath, coming into your nose, and then how deep do you feel it going? Do you feel it going down your throat? Do you feel it going into your lungs? Holding here. Allowing for a softening, for an opening. It usually takes about 60 to 80 seconds. So also like feeling that moment where you can kind of feel maybe your back softening, your legs softening, your hips. So we're creating space with the yin by opening, creating space for newness. New moon, always times to receive. But like I said, this timing is a little bit of a snow globe shake-up, so we're releasing and receiving, but it is also setting us up for the next couple of years. So really receiving these higher light codes, receiving these higher frequencies of love. And on that note, like, especially during these times, people can be unpredictable, and you just never, just as a reminder, I know we both know this, but you just never know what people are going through. And sometimes stuff just doesn't make sense. A couple more breaths here. We're going to come into the final posture, final phase. So kind of lift your head. And then either, walk your hands forward, or here you could put elbows to legs and support your head. Maybe each morning is a little different, so see what feels good for you. Each position is fine. Each position is correct. You can either stay in the second phase, or you could even go back to the first phase if that's what feels good to you. So you can kind of try it out and then stay there, and we'll breathe. Bringing the awareness back to the breath. So whatever mantra you've chosen, if your thoughts wander, it's totally normal, but just notice them, embrace the thoughts, just go, oh, interesting, I'm thinking that, or that thought flew into my head, but then bring the awareness back to your mantra, back to the breath. See if you can notice when you have that softening, where the body kind of just opens a little bit. So usually after about a minute, you can kind of feel everything just kind of relax and embrace the posture. So yeah, it's a lot of just sort of relaxing into the energies right now. So we're allowing ourselves to receive these higher light codes. But we have to soften to be able to do that. You know, that's the thing with yin, or basically with your body structure. We tense up the muscles in order to protect the bone. Like if you're going to get injured or something, a lot of stuff happens all at once, you know, with your brain waves, with your heart rate, with everything. But one of the other things that happens is your muscles kind of tighten up because they get a little stronger, and then it protects your bones from breaking. And that's why with yin, it is an active practice, but we try to support, you know, our head, or we support as much as we can so that the muscles are allowed to soften and open and relax. And then we get into these deeper levels of the fascia, the tissues and the joints. And that's really crucial right now to these current energies, this softening, you know, not to protect and tense up, which is our natural way of being. So, you know, as I always say, everything we practice on the mat helps strengthen that off the mat. So that's why we're doing what we're doing now. Right, couple more breaths here. And then if your hands are on your legs, place them back on the mat, and we're going to lift our head and just slowly, very, very slowly and consciously walk up. So just feel every phase of this. And we're going to do a little bit of a windshield wiper. Take the legs a good hip distance, if not further apart, fingertips facing backwards. And we'll just swish the legs left and right. Close the eyes, go internal. So just go as slowly as you like with this. This is yang, but we're being, you know, and it is very yin-yang. We've got solar eclipse, but new moon. So lots of light, but we can't really see it, but we feel it. All right, let's go ahead and keep the knees over to the right. Stay here. Oops. And then you're going to bend the left elbow and look over the left shoulder. And then come back to center and do windshield wipers again. And then allow both knees to float over to the left. Stay here for a few breaths. Not you. I'm talking to Luna, newbie. She's taking my UGG. Stay there. And then slightly bend the right elbow and look over your right shoulder. No. And come back to center. Let's take the legs out to a straddle. Straddles always really help boost immune system. So one of the things, you know, if you have a lot of different medical things going on, always doing straddles can help you with that. So even if it's like a restorative yoga straddle where you just kind of plop the legs out and you put a pillow or a bolster in front of you and then just stay in your straddle. But all straddles, no matter what form you do, are beneficial for your immune system, which can help, you know, gallbladder, any issues, back issues, anything you've got going on. All right. We are going to go internal again, close the eyes, and also here, point the feet and then flex the feet, and then point the feet and then flex the feet, and kind of decide where you would like your feet to be, if you want them a little more flexed or if you want them a little more pointed. And then we're going to come forward. So place your hands on the ground. Walk forward just to where you feel something. And drop chin to chest. And again, bring your awareness back to the mantra, really focusing on your breath. This just really helps us not be distracted in life from anything. So it's a practice that strengthens that trust muscle. It strengthens that focus muscle as things happen. If you can just bring the awareness to the breath, keep it on the breath. And see if you can feel when the softening happens here. Take a couple more breaths there. And then we're going to come into the second posture, the second phase. So just lift the head and then walk the hands out further. And you can always readjust your feet, like flexing or pointing. And then once you've found the position, then drop chin to chest and hold there. And bring the awareness back to the breath, back to your mantra. And take a couple more breaths here. And you're going to lift your head and come to the final position. So either walking the hands out even further, or maybe if you're down lower, you can put elbows to the floor and then clasp the hands together and support your chin, but less is more. So whatever feels good, and you can always adjust your legs. You always want to have a feeling like you could stay here for 2 hours and it's not going to hurt. So don't push it. And you're also welcome to just go back up to the first posture or the second posture. So everything is correct. Just trust that where you're at is what your body needs this morning. And then bring the awareness internal, back to the breath, back to your mantra. And we'll just take a couple more breaths here. And then raise your head. And again here, just take your hands to the mat if the elbows were on the ground, and then slowly walk yourself up. Grab underneath your thighs, bring the legs up into a narrow windshield wiper. Turn your fingers around backwards and just swishy swish each side, bringing a little energy back into the hips. And then allow the legs to stay over on the right side just for a couple seconds. Let's bend the left elbow and twist. And then swishy swish again. And then bring the legs over to the left. Bend the right elbow and twist. And then come back to the center. And now let's come back into our easy pose. Bring your hands back into Gaya Mudra, and we'll just do a couple breaths here. So turn the palms upward, and once again adjust your body. So just pull the shoulders back and down, lift the crown up, suck the stomach in, have your roots going deep into the earth, and this time we're going to change the breath. So I want you to inhale for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath at the top for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale Ujjayi breath for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath at the top for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale Ujjayi breath for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold at the top for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hold at the top for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And inhale for 8 again. So just sitting here this last minute, Inhaling for 8, holding for 8, and exhaling for 8. So now really receiving, and just feel yourself sitting in a golden ball of light. So feel the warmth, feel your face soften, the corners of your mouth turning upward ever so slightly. And then feel that glow on your face, on your cheeks. And just feel this golden light fill every space of your body. So it's actually coming from your body. You are the light. So your first energy center spiraling with this golden light. Your second energy center. Your third, so above the belly button, your heart space. Above your heart. So your whole spinal column glowing with golden light. Your throat. Your third eye, especially feel that warmth and brightness of the golden light on your third eye, your ajna, your crown. And you're still breathing for 8, holding for 8, exhaling for 8. And then just feel that golden light expand bigger and bigger. And we're just going to put mirrors on the outside of it facing outwards. So just being our own little ball of light, protected and safe and strong. And then take a deep inhale and a deep exhale and a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And one last time. Deep inhale. Take a little more air in, a little more. A little more. Now squeeze your root one last time to lock in the frequency like a clicking the mouse button, tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And exhale. Okay. The tribes are going crazy. Anyway, all right, have a great couple days, and until we see each other, I think on Monday, we'll see. They don't give me my schedule till like Sunday, and it changes a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I have a feeling like a lot of cruise ships come in on Monday. I don't know. All right, darling. See you later. Have a good one. Ciao.